everybody. Welcome back to Checkered Flag Corner. We just finished watching the Goodyear 400 from Darlington Raceway. It's throwback weekend. Let's talk about it. A lot of good paint schemes in the race today. My favorite overall has got to be Kyle Larson's Terry Labonte throwback to the Kellogg's Cornflakes car, the Tiger car, which I spent a lot of time driving on NASCAR Thunder '04, the old EA Sports games. One of the most beautiful paint schemes that's ever been on a race car, in my opinion. Just, you've got the orange, the gorgeous blue, the tiger stripes. It's just a good looking car all around. The Wood brothers had a Jim Clark throwback for his Indianapolis 500 win back in the 60s, which the Wood brothers were a part of, which there's a possibility that we're going to see that paint scheme again when we get to the Brickyard 400 later this season, which I think that's going to be fantastic. Can't wait to see it again if that does end up happening. And today's winner, Denny Hamlin, driving a Carl Edwards throwback, but we'll talk about that more in just a second. William Byron, driving a Jeff Gordon final ride throwback, led most of this race. William Byron wins both Stage 1 and Stage 2, leading almost every lap in this race. He got screwed over in the last green flag pit cycle in Stage 3, which is quite unfortunate. They lost a lot of track position. They were able to make it back up to 5th and 4th for restarts. William Byron brings it home in second. But the first caution, everybody was talking about Kyle Larson's gorgeous paint scheme, and he messes it up 4 laps into the race. Kyle Larson on lap 4 spins, gets loose coming off of turn 2, hits the inside retaining wall. And then later on in Stage 3, would spin in that exact spot and hit almost the exact same spot on that wall, which would bring out the final caution of the day and would inevitably hand the win to Denny Hamlin. Ryan Blaney had a fast car all day. He finally got the lead in Stage 3 right there at that last caution. He got screwed over by the caution as well. Christopher Bell was a big threat to William Byron. If William Byron didn't win, I saw Christopher Bell winning, or maybe Tyler Reddick, because Tyler Reddick also had a fast car. So yeah, the top 5 drivers in this race, without a doubt, were Byron, Bell, Hamlin, Reddick, and Blaney. Reddick was leading quite a few laps. He had a strong lead going until he got passed by Ryan Blaney in a much faster Ford Mustang. But when we get down to that last caution, that's where things kind of get a little sideways. William Byron's making up time. Christopher Bell is making up time. Ryan Blaney had just got the lead. Tyler Reddick had just smacked the wall coming off turn 2, which, in a way, chain reaction caused that caution, because Tyler Reddick smacks the wall coming off turn 2, kind of gets a kind of sideways. Kyle Larson checks up just a little bit, and then Bubba Wallace gets into the back of him and turns him. That wasn't intentional, just an unfortunate chain reaction of events. The caution comes out, they go in, and Denny Hamlin's pit crew comes in clutch, gets him back out on the track first. He restarts in the first position, takes the outside on the choose rules when they come around to the cone. And on the restart, he gets a good jump, gets an absolutely fantastic push from the cars behind him, takes the lead. Once he got a good couple of car lengths out in front, there was just no catching him. Christopher Bell tried to take Reddick and William Byron 3 wide coming off turn 2 with 2 laps to go. Overtime restarts are always a treat to watch. But yeah, today's winner, Denny Hamlin, in the Sport Clips number 11 Carl Edwards throwback, which one of the most accurate throwbacks by far. Sport Clips has the exact same colors as the Office Depot car that the scheme was throwing back to. Hamlin comes around, burns it down, gets out of the car. They say, "So, Carl Edwards throwback, are you going to do a backflip?" He says, No, I'll pass. Carl's here. He can jump on there if he wants," which I thought was funny. Which, no offense to Denny Hamlin, I just don't think he has the athleticism necessary to do a backflip off the top of the car like Carl Edwards used to do. Would have been fun to see, though. Don't get me wrong. It would have been fun to see. As he steps out of the car, a shower of cheers and mostly boos. Last week, he gets out of the car with the impressive sponsor on it. It's got a flag, and he says Hamlin, Hamlin 11 against the world. And today, once again, back-to-back weeks, he beats our favorite drivers, all of them. So yeah, really fun race today. Not as many cautions as I was thinking there was going to be. Racing was pretty much the competitive racing was non-existent until the final stage. Let's be honest. But with that said, here in a second we'll talk about paint schemes. But first, I want to give a shout out to Checker Flag Corner's partner. That's right, we are back at it again with Dubby, the energy drink powder that gives you no jitters and no sugar crash. By far, this is one of the best energy drinks I've ever had. Probably the best. And I have been drinking it near nonstop. Don't get me wrong, I've drank some regular water. I've drank about a gallon of water every day, to make sure I stay healthy. I'm drinking, milk at night. But when I want something that's flavorful and that's going to give me energy that I need to focus and make content for you guys, Dubby, right here, number one choice. This is one of the most delicious drinks I've ever had. Right now, I have got one of these solo leveling flavors in here. Oh, that's good. That's delicious. Which, the solo leveling flavor in question is Ecris Strike. It's a blue tropical punch flavor. And this is still available. You can still get this. This is probably going to be reversed, so, But you can still get this. This is a limited time flavor as of right now. It is one of my favorite flavors, admittedly. Another top flavor for you guys that I personally recommend is the Tiger Blood. If you like the Tiger Blood snow cones when you were a kid, this is the one for you. It's absolutely delicious. It says 1 scoop. I usually go about 1.5 to add a little bit more flavor, but this is definitely, you want to try this. Here soon, I'll be trying the Dub Sauce, which is like a green apple flavor. Set that down there. But with that said, thank you so much to our partner, Dubby. Use code VictoryLane at checkout. Click the link in my description and in the description of this video. Use code VictoryLane at checkout for 10% off your order. And without further ado, back to the video. So, yeah, there was a lot of great paint schemes this weekend. A lot of teams are just starting to move away from it. We've had some absolutely crappy schemes, which I'm going to show all these schemes as my most and least favorite in a video in a couple days, once I have some good in-race picks of them. One of the worst, by far, this weekend has got to be Chase Elliott's Ken Schrader throwback. The colors were half wrong. The number color was wrong. The sponsor didn't really try. I mean, it's better than that god-awful Tide Ride throwback that the 47 did a couple years ago. But, I mean, when that's the bar, that's not a good thing. Of course, Kyle Larson's throwback was fantastic. One of my favorite throwbacks this weekend, however, has got to be, let me grab the diecast here, has got to be Austin Cindric's Dale Earnhardt throwback from 1979-1980. His first championship car and his Rookie of the Year car. What is flying in front of my face? Anyway. Which is this car. It's the Mike Curb Records car. Blue and yellow. Pre-RCR days, number 2. They changed the font and everything, and I absolutely adore that. Put you back down there, mister. There we go. Nice and easy. That was one of my favorites this weekend. Of course, the Sport Clips throwback. I loved Ryan Blaney's throwback. A lot of great throwbacks in the Xfinity series as well. A couple of really good Jeff Gordon throwbacks. My favorite one in the Xfinity series by far has got to be that Kodak car, that number 4, or the Night Owl number 28. That was a fantastic one. But again, we'll get into all the specifics later on this week in another video. But yeah, Denny Hamlin wins the Goodyear 400 at Darlington. We look ahead to next week at, well, it's Bristol, baby. Short track action on the high banks of Bristol coming your way next Sunday on FS1 and right here on Checkered Flag Corner. So until then, we will see you in Victory Lane.